You're listening to the Grooming by Rudy podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Grooming by Rudy podcast. As always, we are your hosts. I'm Rudy V, along with my son, Anthony Ray. And guys, we have some really exciting news that we have waited a long time to share with you. And now is the time, and we're so happy about it, and we can't wait to talk to you about it. So stay tuned, because we're going to talk about it in this episode of the Grooming by Rudy podcast. Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Once again, I'm Rudy V, along with my son, Anthony Ray. And guys, we got great news. Great news. I'm verklempt. I don't even know if I can even say it, but
You've been without words for a couple of days now, actually.
It's a dream come true for me.
It is. Actually, it's a dream come true for both of us. So basically, there's a lot of dog expos, especially in New Jersey, but they're all over the place. I'm sure some of you guys have been to them. We go to as many as we can, and at one of our more recent ones, what was it?
Intergroom.
At Intergroom.
In right here in where is that? Secaucus?
Yes, in Secaucus, but yeah, right by the Meadowlands in New Jersey. We were doing our thing. We show up. And, we like to take some footage. We watch the grooming contest a little bit and just kind of talk to old friends and make new friends. And we had wandered over to the Pet Edge booth. And me and my dad are both very, very big fans of Pet Edge. They have an amazing catalog. We've always used them. Didn't you? You've been using them since before they were even called Pet Edge, right?
Yeah. Like we said in the other episode that we just did, they used to be called a New England Serum Company.
Right. So you
way back in the 80s.
Yeah, your experience with Pet Edge goes way back, way before I was even born, probably.
I probably order 95% of all of my supplies through Pet Edge.
Yeah. So we went over to the Pet Edge booth, and we made a couple of friends. And basically, a long story short, we were given some contact info, and we reached back out to Pet Edge, and we just sort of hit it off. We realized that we made amazing partners, and Pet Edge was nice enough to have us join their affiliate program, and one thing led to another, and they decided to put us in the Groomer Spotlight, which is featured on the cover of the catalog for Pet Edge.
And there we are, right there, guys.
Yep.
There we are.
Look at those mugs.
Look at those mugs. We're again, guys, we're just so happy. It's a real proud moment for us. It really is. And, we made the cover, and if you go inside, I think, what is it, page 6 maybe it says? But if you go to petedge.com, you'll be able to see our full, interview where, we talk about what it was like to become a dog groomer and where we're at now and everything that is happening in our lives. So please check this out. Go to petedge.com, and you can just scroll through the e-catalog right there and check us out. And we really want to thank everybody over at Pet Edge. We want to sincerely thank John. We want to thank Catherine, Tiffany, everybody else who had anything to do with it. We so thank you, because it was just something that kind of unfolded organically, I guess is the right word.
Yeah, that is a good word. It was very just, John was a very nice guy, and so was Catherine, so was Tiffany, and I drove poor Tiffany nuts trying to get her the picture of us, because I do a lot of film, I do a lot of editing, but when it comes to actual just photography, like, hey, can you send me a picture of this or that? I could not get it right. I am very I'm photography illiterate, I guess. And Tiffany was so patient with me trying to get that right, and John was just so patient, and Catherine was just so nice to us. So they have such a nice team over there, and we're very excited for the partnership as a whole. And but to be put on the cover of a catalog, I mean, for us it's an absolute dream come true. We've been doing YouTube for 8 years now.
Yeah,
I think right around 8, going on 9. And this is by far one of the most exciting things that's ever happened to us, to be featured on a catalog that not only is so within our niche and so important in our niche, but something that we actively use, like we love this catalog. We've always used it. So it's like having a favorite magazine, and they reach out to you and they say, hey, you want to be on the cover of it? It's like, yeah, a little bit. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, because we're on their mailing list, so we always receive the catalog, and and everybody on there is special. I think they featured Perry Quigley. He was the summer issue. Before that, I think it was Mario Kendo. And it's just a special moment, and we made ourselves. We got on, and again, we want to just thank you guys. We want to thank all of our subscribers out there, because here's the thing, guys. All of this happens in a whole. We can't just. It's not just one person doing it. It's a big buildup. It's like writing a song. It really is. Again, we started the YouTube channel, and we didn't think we'd ever get even 10,000 subscribers. We have like almost 55,000 now, and again, it's you guys who made it possible. So we ultimately want to thank you guys out there for making it happen for us. And also, Anthony mentioned we had to scramble for the photo as well. So we're kind of like looking at dogs. We wanted to feature ourselves with a dog. We wanted to include everything that's on this camera to really kind of tell what we are and what we do, because this is what we are and what we do. We try to be very authentic in everything. And I want you guys to just pay special attention to Marley on the cover. This is one of our best clients. We've been grooming Marley since he's a puppy, so a special thanks to Marley and Marley's family for just having us and letting us do what we did and have Marley on the cover with us there. And again, we scrambled for the photo too. It was kind of crazy.
We're not. I see, because I'm usually the point and click guy, but a video camera is a lot different from, when you have a nice fancy video camera in your hand, when it comes out of the box, it'll say whatever, oh, it's a brand new camera, the picture's going to look great. But when it comes to an actual DSLR, you press the button, take a picture. I don't know about resolutions and all that. So it was crazy. And then just getting a picture of a dog to look at the camera, for us to look good, because we're actually a lot of our pictures were taken during business hours toward the end of the day, when the dogs are all finished. So we're tired, we're all beat up, we're running into the bathroom real quick and doing a little zhuzhing our hair and saying, all right, hopefully this is okay. And but we pulled it off, and like you just said, it's very exciting. And you guys have been there from the beginning. Some of you guys are just meeting us through this podcast. I know a lot of you guys came over when we created this channel from Grooming by Rudy. But no matter what, one of you who is watching this right now has been with us from the beginning. Probably many of you have been with us from the beginning. And at the beginning, it sucks. There's really no other way to say it. I've been at the beginning of a YouTube channel, and in my personal life, I've been at the beginning of a Twitch gaming channel. And I'm telling you, starting this stuff really sucks. But when you grow into it and you have an audience, everything gets easier. And you guys have just always been. We didn't really have to struggle very long to get our first 1,000 subscribers and 2,000 subscribers. And like you said, I didn't expect to ever get 10,000 subscribers,
right?
Much less we're on the grind for 100,000 now. So it's like, and that's because of you guys. There's really no point in doing any of this unless you have an audience who's going to benefit from it. And you guys have just always supported us. So thank you so much.
Yeah, and we want you to benefit from it, because grooming is so important to us, and every aspect of it is important to us, especially the safety aspect and the products that we use, because I've been doing this for so long, guys, and I've seen so many mistakes, and we've talked about that. And if I didn't believe in Pet Edge, and there are other great companies out there too. There's the whole grooming industry is really, it's designed. Again, it's a very honest industry, or at least as more honest than most industries, because it really is designed to help pet owners, groomers, to benefit the health of dogs and cats, right? And so we believe in Pet Edge because I've been ordering from them, like I said, forever, before this even happened. So this isn't something that like I'm just doing all of a sudden because we got affiliated. As far as I'm concerned, I was affiliated with Pet Edge 40 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the truth of the matter. I'm not doing this because, you know, it's oh my God, it's just so, you know, monetarily benefiting us or anything like that. No, it's not that. It's because I really believe in the way they design their catalog is it's for the pro, it's for the competitor, it's for the busy shop owner, it's for the not so busy shop owner, it's for the side hustle shop owner, right down to the at-home groomer who grooms their own dog. That's what I love about it. There's something in there for everybody. And I wanted to mention this, like I told you guys, this is proof positive that I have this clipper. I want you guys to grab this clipper. It's the Andis 2-speed clipper. This clipper's been around for a very long time. I've had this for about 15 years, and it works amazing. And guess what? It's on sale, $99. And one of the reasons why I'm saying pick this clipper up is because, first of all, it's really great as an entry-level clipper. If you are just grooming a couple of dogs a week or grooming your dog at home, this is your clipper. Even if you're a pro, okay, like you notice, my clippers crap out sometimes. It's great to have as a backup clipper, okay? Even if you are a busy shop owner, this is going to get you through your day. Again, I've had this for 15, maybe even longer. It runs like it's brand new. Listen to that, okay? Listen to that. And it comes with a blade. It comes with a 10 blade. So again, it's a great buy for $99. Pick up this clipper. And again, that's why I like Pet Edge, is that they're just across the board. They have, you know, the Andis Emerge light clippers that's featured on the cover with us there. That one I think is going for, I don't know, what is that? What is it? $199, $200, I think it is. But again, just, you know, they kind of service for everybody, and it's worth checking them out.
Especially those that sale on the Andis 2-speeds there. Those clippers are usually like $150.
Yeah.
So for them to be like $50, those clippers for $100 it's a great deal.
It's a steal. It's a steal. Okay.
It's an absolute steal.
Pick them up. You know, they're on sale, and I think the sale only lasts till like the 31st. So you don't have much time left. But for $99, believe me, that's a steal.
The sale is through the 31st. If you do pick up those clippers or anything else from Pet Edge for that matter, definitely use our promo code Rudy5. We are affiliated with Pet Edge. You'll save yourself $5 on any orders of $99 or more. So Rudy5, use our promo code. But yeah, take advantage of that sale. It's not going to be for much longer. And those clippers are fantastic. You basically ran our old shop with those clippers. You didn't move on to the XLs until...
No, what I did was I moved on from these to the Andis Super 2-speed, the maroon one. Remember the maroon ones? Okay. Yeah. I think they discontinued the Super 2-speed for whatever reason. I don't know, but it was in the same shape and everything. It was
they look identical.
They look identical. They just had a maroon cover and a much more powerful motor. But again, like I said, what I use these for now is because I do all of my blade sharpening in the back. So I use these to just test blades, and and when I sharpen even my own blades, I use this as a test clipper. But it came in handy the other day because I had no backup clipper, and again, it's a workhorse. It's just
that thing goes.
This thing goes. I never even changed the motor. The most I did was change the hinge assembly. I think maybe more than one time, and the drive assembly. That's about it. I think I may have changed a switch in it. But again, the motors just go on forever, and $99, you cannot beat it. Get it.
Can't beat it. Speaking of clippers, by the way, if you haven't yet, our last episode of the podcast, we did a great podcast on clipper blade safety, so go and check that out if you missed that one, because it's very, very informative. It's very important to know some of the things that we were talking about, especially if you're an at-home groomer. Yeah.
And if you guys are going to attend any of the expos or anything like that, we are going to try our best to be in Hershey. What is it, September?
I think it's the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th?
Yes.
Or it's the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th.
Yeah. So I think it's September 4th through the 7th. 4th through the 7th.
Just go sometime in
Just
early
go
September.
go-
You'll figure it out.
You'll figure it out. Don't worry.
Early September.
But we're going to try our best to be there on Saturday the 6th. So if you guys are around, come talk to us, say hi to us. We love talking to people. That's the whole thing. Like expos are so much fun. And again, Intergroom is here in New Jersey, so we're there every year. We love Intergroom, and it's local for us, so that's always a good one. But I think if you want to check out Pet Edge's booth, they're going to be at in Hershey from the 4th to the 7th. They're going to be at the Coco Suite 6, and after that, I'm pretty sure they're going to be in Jacksonville, Florida, October 17th to the 19th. So you can check out their booth there, and who knows, maybe if we have enough time, we'll head down to Jacksonville too and see you guys. But again, we love going to shows because, guys, groomers, we need to talk. I'm sorry, but we need to talk because, and there's no better way to do it than at a show, because you're just with your tribe. I mean, that's how I feel. I remember the first, you guys know Jess Adorno, and if you don't, look her up. She has a great Instagram. But the first day I met Jess Adorno, who is a fellow groomer, and she I think she works for Joycey Clippers. She said to me, she gave me, I like put my hand out to shake her hand. She gave me a big hug and said, "No, you're a groomer. There is a special place in my heart for groomers." And guys, we got to feel that way with each other, right? I mean, we have to support one another in this emotional business. It's a very emotional business. It just is,
Groomers we're a special breed. You got to be a little crazy to be a dog groomer. So, and not everybody is, a nice person, I guess. So some groomers just choose to be. It's kind of like comedy. I always noticed that in stand-up comedy when we were doing that more often a few years ago. There's always going to be your comics who give you that Jess Adorno, you do what I do, give me a hug, and there's going to be comics that are just sort of, you were funny and I wasn't tonight, so and they just, everything is a competition. Grooming, there's really no place for that, and there are some you can't change some people, but luckily all the people that we've come across on our journey are not like that, and it really is. It's like a big family growing. I think everything with online communities and just social media in general, if it helped any industry, it's the grooming industry, where you can just get all the information that was not so easy to get back in the day, and now you can. Everything is available through YouTube channels, through Instagrams. I mean, and when you feel the love at these expos, that's what makes them so fun. Is you really are. What'd you say what'd you say it felt like? Feels like you're with your
tribe.
Your tribe.
Yeah.
It really is. You don't have to be a groomer to be part of the team at these expos. There's people with pink poodles just in little baby carriages, and it's the cutest thing ever. There's people with pet skunks who don't have the smell anymore, and it's just there was a guy with a toucan at one of them. It was amazing, and it was a really sweet toucan.
It's animal lovers.
Yeah, it's animal lovers.
It's animal lovers, and here's the other part of it too. It has everything you want. The grooming industry it's highly competitive as well, right? Just go to the competitions, and you could see people, they are competing to groom the best dog and have their dog, especially creative styling. That's insane, right? If you guys that have been there, some of the whatever the themes that they come up with are just so out there. I mean, just crazy stuff because it's so creative, right? And and I can't do that. I'm a fairly decent dog groomer, but I couldn't touch creative styling or anything. So it has all these aspects of competition, but like Anthony said, at the end, it's nothing but love. It's nothing but love, and we need to kind of keep that status quo. We need to keep that up there because we need to support one another, and the industry needs to be supported by us. It needs to be supported by groomers, and we need to be a voice for the industry in every way, shape, and form. And it starts by kind of having a common respect for one another. Okay, listen. I've been doing this for so long. I've come across so many faces of dog grooming. Okay, where the single mom who has 3 kids and she's grooming, out of a store and she's been grooming for 30, 40 years. And, it's draining her. But she still does it. You know why? Because it's what she knows. It's what she knows and it's what she loves, and she's hanging in there. And that's not easy, guys. Okay. It's not easy to support. I have supported a family for 42 years doing this, and it hasn't been easy at all. Okay. So as that veteran dog groomer, if I can give any advice to that younger dog groomer coming up, or anybody that's trying to break into this field, I'm going to do it. Okay. I want to help somebody else so that they don't maybe have that difficult time that I had, and a lot of it is just money management. No, nobody's out there. It's not a normal job. It's just not.
It's really not.
It's not a normal job. You make good money and you almost don't know what to do with it sometimes, right? But now, we have to start thinking a little bit more savvy as far as, saving our money and investing our money, investing in ourselves. Part of your investment is going to be getting good equipment, right? I mean, that's my investment.
You know what makes grooming so weird? It's why it's a weird job, is because you can make a lot of money doing it, but you work your ass off for every cent. So it's a really weird occupation to think about getting into, to be in, or to have been in for a long time, because it's not like one of those, it's just like this dream job because you just make so much money. You can make a lot of money, and if you're like young and experienced and you're good at it, young and experienced, it's hard to get those at the same time, but some people, they get into it young, they grow. I got into it pretty young. And if you're lucky and you got into it young, you're going to have a nice 20-year stretch where you're in you're in your prime, and you're going to be able to get through. God, how many dogs a day did we used to do?
Oh, we used to do at minimum 10, 12.
Yeah. You're going to be rolling in it for a while, but then the body, it just by the time gets all of us. So that's why it's a really, you just said it perfectly. You got to be so on top of your finances with this kind of a business, because there really isn't retirement for groomers. You have to take care of all of that yourself. You got to save your money, and there are going to, especially in the busy seasons, there are times where you walk away and you're like, I don't know what the hell to do with all this. Like, holy crap, this is from 1 week, because but you bust your hump doing it, and after a while, then you can't do it like that anymore. So it's like, hopefully in your prime years, you socked some away for yourself.
Yeah, it's like Anthony's saying, it's hard to sustain that. You can do that 10 dog a day, 12 dog, and I know groomers that do it, and I know groomers that do it single-handedly. I know a groomer that does 18 dogs a day, and all he has is a bather.
Yeah, that's insane.
Okay, he gets there at 6 o'clock in the morning, doesn't leave till 6 at night. And he's just grooming 6 days a week. Okay, and he's making some serious dough.
And he's so on top of his business that he even has his shop number piped to his cell phone at home, so that even when he's home and not working anymore, you want to tell this story?
You tell it.
So if you call his shop after hours, it goes to his cell phone, because that's how on top of his business he is. He's an amazing businessman with that, where he doesn't care if it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon and he's eating dinner, or 6 o'clock whenever you eat dinner, or if it's 3 o'clock in the morning. And that's what he did once, so since his shop number goes to his cell phone, somebody had called him once at 3 o'clock in the morning to cancel their appointment for the following day. And our friend, answered the phone and acted like he was awake, and said the company name and everything, and he just answered the call, and the guy on the other line went, "Oh my God, I'm sorry, I didn't realize somebody was going to answer the phone. It's 3 o'clock in the morning." And our buddy acted like he was at the show. He's going, "Oh no, we're here, we're open, we're here all night,
24/7,
24/7 grooming." 20%. What's the matter? You need to switch your appointment? You need to cancel it? And it's just if you knew the guy, it's probably funnier. But that's how on top of things you got to be. Yep. He's definitely good at that. Yeah, he does 18 dog. I can't even do that now. And I'm half his age.
Yeah, I mean, I used to do maybe 10, 12 a day. I do 5 now. Again, you guys know my story. I've battled hernias. I have to be very careful at this point in my career. But again, though, if it's all about keeping this going, right? It's all about the evolution of this dog grooming industry. I've watched it grow. I'm so proud to be a part of it. Whenever I talk to Anthony, I call it the Shirley Cowstone days. And some of you may know her, but Shirley Cowstone was just such an inspiration to this industry. And she's was a friend of mine when I first started grooming. I met Shirley Cowstone when I was 19 years old, along with amazing other influential people back then, like John Nash, the owner of Nash Academy of Animal Arts, John Statsko, and just Loretta, and just countless other people who I've gotten to know that helped in the beginning set a standard for this business. Romaine out in Chicago, Liz Paul, all these really good competitors that were in the competition ring back in like 88, 89, 85. I jumped into the game in 86. But again, I've watched it evolve, and these are beautiful people, okay? They saved my life. I can remember I was having a very, very bad not upbringing. My upbringing was fine. It just, I come from the streets of Elizabeth, New Jersey, and long story short, that I was not going to do well there. I had two paths. I was either going to, not be around anymore, or had a prison sentence. And when I walked in to the Nash Academy of Animal Arts, I mean, it makes me emotional now because I never met people like that. Okay. And I remember walking in, and there was a girl, Kathleen, who used to work there. She was the receptionist, and she organized everything. And it was this like small little school in Cliffside Park, New Jersey. And all of a sudden, this little man comes out of this side office, and that little man was John Nash. And he was just so full of energy, and he had a smile from ear to ear, and he greeted me, and he said, "You must be Rudy." And then out from behind him was this taller, really handsome guy with a nice beard, John Statsko, and he said, "Hey, Rudy, let me show you around." And they embraced me. And again, I cannot thank Nash Academy of Animal Arts and the industry, because it saved my life, okay? This industry saved my life, and I owe it. And that's it. I mean, without getting too emotional over it, because I don't want to make this celebration sad. For me, it's more than just a celebration. It gave me a life. This whole industry gave me a life, and that's why making the spotlight on this is so important to me, because for me it's a dream come true. This didn't take just a few weeks or a few months. Getting on this spotlight took me 40 years, and the beauty of it is I get to do it with my son. That's the beauty of it. That's the most important part of it, is that I get to do it with him. So I feel like I'm on cloud nine. I feel so, I don't know. I just feel so blessed, to lack of a better word.
Well, this is one of the biggest things that we've had make it feel like it was all for something, basically. And it's, yeah, I mean, following what you just said, geez, I don't know what I'm supposed to say to that.
Oh, I forgot Joey Villani. Joey Villani is still out there just doing it,
Joey just doesn't age.
No, Joey looks fantastic.
I don't know how he does it.
Yeah.
Joey looks the same every single year.
He looks the same. He's just happy. And I don't know. Again, though, but that's the kind of people you're going to meet in this industry. It's just people who are alive.
Yeah.
And I love you all. I really do. And I'm so appreciative.
This dog grooming isn't going anywhere, so people come and go, but it is a hard business to break away from, actually. I feel like once it has you, it kind of has you. You said it earlier. It becomes the only thing you know how to do, because it's something that you really do have to give 110% into to even learn how to do. And once you know how to do it, it's too much work even getting to that point to give it up. So most people stick around, and that is what the expos are like too, where we met the people, our nice new friends from Pet Edge, and it is such a loving environment.
It's a love affair, and it's not just, and it's a love affair all the way around. You fall in love with the dogs. I mean, there's not a dog that we don't groom that I don't love. Even the hard to handle dogs, I still love them. It's just love all around. It's love for the people you meet. It's love for other groomers. It's love for the industry. And again, it's so weird. It's such a weird profession. And like Anthony said, I think you got to be a little crazy, or maybe we're just more normal and everybody else is crazy. I don't know.
I think we're more here. You know how it is where it's like you ever meet, even if they're a nice person, you ever meet somebody and you say, oh, you got a dog or a cat, and you ever meet this person? No, I don't really like animals, and like, but then they're like nice after that. It doesn't make you a bad human being or anything like that. But when you stop talking to them, you just go, what an idiot. What a weirdo. Who doesn't like animals? And, sometimes they'll just mean, no, I just don't want to have a pet. It's responsibility, whatever. It doesn't make you a bad person if you don't want to have a pet. It's a lot of work. I get it. But that's the thing with the expos. When you go to these expos, there's not a single person there. No. Not a single person there who would say, I'm not really into animals.
No,
By the way, if that is your take, I don't like it.
Yeah, but the fact of the matter is you're probably like I would say 99.9% right. You might have that person that got dragged out there by their husband or their wife or something like that doesn't like animals. Yeah. But for the most part, if you go to a groom expo or a dog show or something, you're going to be surrounded by animal lovers. Again, just like-minded people that we're just fortunate to be a part of. And what would we do without it? It's just,
and there's people there. And some of these people are the sweetest people on the planet. There's people there who have their pets there with them, and you can tell they love those pets more than they love themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Those kinds of people. And I can't think of a funner group of people to be around at a pet expo than the person who has 6 chihuahuas in a baby carriage, and they're all just sitting there enjoying the show. They're all so well behaved. I'm too anxious to have that many dogs in my house and then bring them out into the world. I'm too what do you call it? Too much of an introvert for that. But these people are just fearless, and they just want the same thing we want, which is I just want to go be with the love for a while. Yeah. When we met the what did they call them, the double Merle dogs?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We were crying. We were crying because the dogs are so cute and sweet, and they're so blind, sweet. And it's so sad. But people were coming up to everybody was crying. Everybody were just past the booth, and just start hugging the dogs, and they were crying but not because it was sad, because the dogs were so sweet, and everybody was just. Remember, we had this one girl pass us. Because we were hanging out with this other dog. She was already, it had nothing to do with the double Merles. She just hadn't pet a dog yet. Yeah. And she was passing all of these beautiful dogs, and she was crying. She was going, oh my God, I got to touch a dog. Can I please pet your dog? It was the cutest thing ever. It was so sweet. It's like, wow, you're so emotional just because you haven't pet a dog yet today. And you're surrounded by them at these expos, and you're surrounded by really good people.
Yeah. Yeah, and you get a lot of that. If you want to pet a dog, and most of those people are just more than happy to let you pet their dogs and everything, because a lot of people bring their puppies there to get socialized and everything. It's just, if you've never been to an event, a convention or expo, please go, because they're so much fun. There's food, there's seminars, there's guest speakers. You learn so much, so. There's competitions going on, and there's all kinds of stuff going on at the expo. So you really try to attend. Again, a Groom Expo in Hershey from September 4th to the 7th. We're going to be there, and I hope that we can hang out with you guys and just talk.
Yeah, definitely check out the expos if you have one in your area. You won't regret it. It's so much fun.
Yeah. I think definitely. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's. I think I said enough.
It's exciting. It's exciting.
So
it is. It's so very exciting.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you guys for always supporting us through this incredible journey that we've had here. Thank you, everybody over at Pet Edge who made this happen for us. Definitely go over to our other channel, Grooming by Rudy. There's lots of helpful dog grooming tutorial tips there. Be sure to like this episode if you enjoyed it. There's a lot more coming. We're kind of getting a groove with these. We're having a lot of fun doing them, and you guys seem to be enjoying them. So thank you guys so much for always being there for us. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us for this episode. And until next time, take care.